Whenever you get this kind of overlap between a top predator and its prey, and there's human activities there, the potential for negative interactions between white sharks and people goes up. In 2012, we had a swimmer bitten. Fortunately, he was not killed. We had interactions between sharks and kayaks with paddle boards. And then in 2018, we had a horrible attack on a swimmer. It was not fatal. 1 month later, we had a horrible attack on a boogie boarder, and unfortunately, it was fatal. This was our first fatal shark attack in Massachusetts since 1936.
The 26-year-old man was bitten just 30 feet from shore.
I am concerned about the sharks, but now I'm concerned about human lives and people. Not that I wasn't, I just didn't realize the risk was this great.
With a rise in deadly shark encounters, is it safe to go in the water?
We have identified the Outer Cape as a hot spot for white sharks. If you are on the Outer Cape, stay shallow. And shallow means not much over your knees to your waist. If you place yourself in a zone that the sharks can get into, and that zone, in my opinion, can be 4, 5, 6 feet of water, then you're at a greater risk.
But not everyone follows the advice.
Humans want quick solutions, and there are none when it comes to nature. You're willing to swim at your own risk, that's perfectly acceptable. The point we try to make is know that it's your risk. Know that when you go out into water over 5, 6 feet deep, there could be a shark hunting in that area.
The great white shark is one of the most superior predators, if not the most, in the ocean. We just have to respect that.
When I meet somebody that doesn't have a fear of sharks, and they've been on the water and in the water with them, then I think they're crazy. It creates anxiety for me. I'm not just the kid watching them on television anymore. I'm watching them do what they do best in their natural environment. And I have great reverence for them, but at the same time, I've got fear, and I think it's a healthy fear.
Every so often, a video of a scary shark encounter emerges that shocks the world. And one of the most famous happened on live TV. 3-time World Surf League champion Mick Fanning is getting ready to participate in the finals of the league's J-Bay event in South Africa. For over 40 years, the World Surf League has been holding surfing competitions in exotic locations around the world without any shark incidents. But for Mick, the July 2015 competition would be one he'll never forget.
Making it into the top 10 each and every year except for last season. Let's see the splash. Holy shit. As we look at Fanning on the rankings, let's see it, the splash. Holy shit. Excuse me.
Surf champion Mick Fanning is toe-to-toe with a shark on live TV.
And nervous moments right there. What a moment in pro surfing. We've seen the shark rule come into effect at this very venue, but nothing.
In moments, Mick is picked up by rescuers on jet skis and removed from the area. Incredibly, without a scratch on him.
One of those scary moments in surfing in South Africa, this time in a final before you even caught a wave.
We're just trying to process, I think, more than anything. You know, you kind of just want to hug him. But you wrestled the shark. Sorry, bro. Hey.
I was just sitting there, I was just about to just start moving, and then I felt something grab, got stuck in my leg rope, and I instantly just jumped away, and then it just kept coming at my board, and I just was kicking and screaming, and I punched it in the back.
See some teeth?
I actually watched this happen live at the J-Bay contest in South Africa. I'm a huge fan of surfing and an even bigger fan of Mick Fanning now. And I have to acknowledge that it was a bit terrifying for me because I thought, oh, Mick Fanning is not going to get bitten while the world is watching right now, is he? But he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He defended himself. He called for help.
Surfers are at a slightly higher risk of encounters with sharks than other people for two reasons. One, they're in the water a lot. They're in the habitat of these sharks for many hours a day. And two, they're on a surfboard that from underneath actually looks like shark food. It looks like a seal or a turtle. So those two factors combine, elevate their risk.
Afterward, he was visibly shaken, as anyone would have been, but he was overwhelmingly positive about the interaction, about the way the water patrol handled everything, and the fact that the shark probably wasn't trying to attack him, but may have actually gotten caught in his leash.
It was big enough, it came up, and it got stuck in my leg rope.
Experts believe that the shark in the video is the iconic great white. But the way the shark reacted suggests something about its intentions.
We tend to call them test bites. It wasn't a violent strike. It was a shark moving close to say, what is this? And of course, without hands, it's really hard to taste an item, pick it up, feel the texture. You have to use your mouth, and that's exactly what sharks do. And as soon as that shark becomes entangled, it's gonna feel incredibly threatened and thrash about, which is exactly what happened.